There's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Williams. Pass to the side, and was pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To the air, Williams. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 48-yard line, here's second down at a yard.
48-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go. Here's Williams. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
That's good for a Bears.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's got the Michigan man posting Loveland. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that would draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Swift. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
What's up? 18. What's up? Texas.
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
On the quick, right?
Stroud to throw it. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. 3rd and 19. Play action. Stroud down. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Texans first down. A 28-yard gain.
Now Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I didn't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Stroud. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. The 20. 5. Touchdown. Houston. Joe Mixon. 42 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
His kick is
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Williams from the gun on third down. And he is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Here's Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze from 13 yards out. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Stroud. This is caught. It's Kirk. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. And this one is incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10.
On the quick, right?
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Final play of the half, Stroud. And got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Swap. Love a swap.
Here goes Stroud again. Pressure, and he's taken down. Bear sack. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Stroud looking to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Stroud now on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Play action. Here's Stroud. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have broken the tie. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Bears 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 20. 2.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Williams. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Third down and 1.
Third down.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And he fires one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. From the gun, here's Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, here's 2nd and 4.
Don't worry. 118. What's up? Flash.
Stroud sets up the play action. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. He's got Higgins over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And the Texans first down.
The throwing again is Stroud. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we go. All right. Look hot. Look hot.
As Stroud now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, south. Good.
Throwing now is Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Working out of the gun, Williams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Williams. They'll get this into the hands of Odunze. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. To the air. Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. An audible here to get a new look.
Vegas.
On 4th down, here's Williams. Throw left side complete. That's more. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland, 51 yards. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Bears 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, team, what's up? Two jet.
Stroud to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, 58 yards. And the Texans use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll look middle here and give it to Odunze. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
From Odunze. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Texans.
Back to throw. Williams. Looking for the outlet. He's got more. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 time. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, 70 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd down and 8.
Down at the 26. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Williams. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's caught left side, Burden. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Bears 1st down.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard
To throw once more, here's Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
32 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
To throw, it's Williams. Now he's got it. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
38. Bears 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
18.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, E's defense.